action tables. We call them action tables. You still continue in the same group and you tackle such topics. Lifestyles of successful people, making your life a great story. Each one of us here has a story, but sometimes we don't even know how to tell it. This is something that will be in your action tables, putting your purpose into action, essentials for a life of significance, making a difference together, and creating a meaningful scorecard. This is what is going to be in the action week, the 6 weeks. The next will be to unlock the action center. This is where there's lots of resources for your personal growth. And you shall be able to access this and look at the materials to try and grow yourself and the space in which you work. That is called the Action Center. And then we shall move on to the I Lead program, which equips the students with skills. So we shall have an action plan in your ships to equip and mentor students. As we indicated, we did 13 last year. We really hope that you will do more than 13. So we shall be able to write to the schools under the guidance of the facilitators for those ships, and you will be getting more information about the tables, stroke ships. How do we get this work done? We have an entire team with us. You have met some of them. I will just take you through some of the people here, but we have a big team and you are in safe hands. They are all public managers, growing day by day and doing great work. Our founder and leader is called Mrs. Shalon Mugabe. She works with the East African Assembly in Arusha. You'll be getting to meet her online and physically in due course. That is myself. I work with the Parliament of Uganda. You have met Penina. She went to a small village called Oxford. We don't know how small that is, but she also works for Parliament. We have Dr. Anne Mugunga, who is with Neza International School. We have Winfred Chovika. She's a chief magistrate with the Ministry of Justice. We have Mr. Matthew Mugabe, Assistant Commissioner, URA. So we are bringing you people that are working in the public space and have a story. Each of these people has a personal story, but they also have so much to share with us in our growth journey. And we really are very, very grateful that these people are available for the year, and you shall be meeting them as we go along. So we have Mr. Emmanuel Odama from the university in Japan. We have Dr. Sarah Namsoga from Makerere University. We have Amy Peterson from the US Mission, Uganda. Now, as we indicated, we had our friends, our team in 2022 that started this program. We had a team that went through the program last year. So we have a team called the Pioneer Ambassadors, and some of them are here with us. So if I read out your name and you're here, please wave so that our participants can see you. I've indicated Shalon Mugabe is our coordinator and our leader. She will be coming online. We have Miss Deborah Nagudi. You'll be meeting her soon. We have Rajab. Rajab was with you earlier in the day. We have Ashleys. We have Leah Akampumuriza. She's here with us. We have Timothy Buyinza behind there. We have Dennis. We have Lucky Arihimpisia. We have Jack Seriazi. He's with us. We have Esther Maria Tuede. We have Gloria Ngabire. She's with us here. Those are the pioneer ambassadors and are very, very helpful as we go along this entire year. Please make friends with them and you'll be meeting them as we go along. So those are some of their faces. We can put a face to a name. And we are grateful you met Juliana. She addressed us. And what do these ambassadors do? As I've indicated, they are very, very helpful and they're very knowledgeable about this program. So they'll be facilitating the weekly tables. They'll be overseeing the iLead program in schools. So you'll be working with them all throughout the year. And they'll be enabling the multiplication process. So those are the people that you'll be working with. As we indicated earlier, we are working with the US Embassy, and we are grateful, and those are other partners that we work with. The Maxwell leadership is our footstool. That's where we hinge our leadership principles, values, and concepts. They come in from John Maxwell. I hope you have heard about him, but we shall introduce him to all of you through our sessions. As we indicate, we are Franklin Institute of Leadership and Public Management. So I know that many of you hadn't heard about us, but we think that you're going to have a great time with us. And you can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, as you can see the information. So with that, I would like to stop here and thank you very much for being an attentive audience. And we shall allow for questions so that we can clarify some of the things that are not clear. Let me add. Just a minute. Yes, I just want to emphasize that it's important to attend both the monthly and weekly sessions so that you do not lag behind, don't be left behind. So please purpose, it's once a month, and then the weekly sessions are online. So you will be agreeing within your ships on the convenient time, but please attend those sessions. We shall be required as participants to acquire a t-shirt for the Franklin Institute and also contribute towards key resources for the high school projects. I don't know if we indicated it earlier, but this program is free. We do not pay any fees, but we only contribute to those items of acquiring a t-shirt and then having to contribute to the school programs. So I just wanted to emphasize that going forward, we are not anticipating to send you any invoices for any sessions. All our programs are free. Please ensure that registration takes place. We must have attendance recorded every time we are here. We also request as public managers that we shall keep professional and respect ourselves and one another. You now have a WhatsApp forum, but we're going to keep it strictly for the program cause. So let's respect one another in terms of communication, in terms of sharing information, and the ship's leaders will be discussing that further when you go into the ships as well. So that is what I wanted to emphasize, and I'll hand back to Rajab to take us through the next session. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Juliana, my microphone doesn't seem to be as audible.
We can hear you, Rajab.
So it is about me, eh?
No, I'm not saying that, good sir. Shall we appreciate Rachel Oh, some of us are wonderful fast learners. Shall we appreciate her the PML way? Wonderful, thank you.
Once more, please. Okay.
Did we have breakfast? If we did not, we can clap in anticipation of the breakfast that the American Embassy is going to provide for us. We will be having tea. So when we are clapping, let's appreciate her like we actually enjoyed listening to her. One last time. That's lovely.
Penny, allow me invite Rachel to have a seat here so that she's grilled very well. So
yes, indeed.
So we're going to have a small session. Just a moment.
Okay.
A small session. You put up your hand in less than 20 seconds. Tell us who you are, where you coming from, what you do, and what you want to ask about this in 20 seconds. What do you think?
Rajab,
Yes.
I am thinking,
Yes, please.
since our wonderful Rachel is such an amazing timekeeper,
Yes, please.
and she has left us with more than 30 minutes of her time,
Yes, please.
how about we do a quick introduction
Okay.
so that she knows whom she's interacting with?
Okay.
You're telling us just two things, your name and where you work, so that Rachel has a feel of the sort of audience that she's going to be addressing when she's answering questions. Is that all right with us, good people?
Yes, it is. Then the other thing, we
Beautiful.
also get to know one another.
Of course,
Not only Rachel.
Absolutely.
Well,
We might have some future bosses here that we need to start schmoozing towards, you know?
I
We
already
need to know where people work.
saw some of my bosses and
You're in
let me
trouble.
start from here, please.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. I'm called Annette Akelo. I work with Uganda National Roads Authority.
Lovely. Next, over here.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Rashid Mutiala. I work with KCC.
Just Penny, people say she wasn't audible. May you give us the benefit, please?
Good morning, everyone.
That's better.
Annette Akelo Oken. I work with Uganda National Roads Authority.
Thank you,
You
Annette.
could also tell us what you do there.
I think she's in roads or enforcement.
I'm an engineer. I've been there for the last 8 years as a regional administrative assistant.
So you have an administrator here.
Okay, over here.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Doreen Nasiwa. I'm a Yali alumni and I'm a project manager for Trinity Schools in Sironko. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jairo Jude. I'm an administrative assistant at Uganda Revenue Authority.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Benjamin Muyingwa, and I'm a student, MOBS Nakawa.
He is managing himself.
A very good morning. My name is Jimmy Wamimbi. I work with Advocates Sans Frontiers, which is Lawyers Without Borders. I manage a project on transitional justice. I'm a proud member of the most recent cohort of PML, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is John Mwesigo. I work as a program coordinator with PEPAL, UK, Uganda program. At the same time, I'm a Yali and Africa Civic Engagement Academy U Exchange programs, and I'm glad to be here.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Christine Dumwewa. I became unemployed and now I'm self-employed.
Members don't seem to get it. Kindly.
I became unemployed after campus and I decided to become self-employed.
You see, it made more sense. Yes, please.
Good morning once more. My name is Ezra Bihawa. I work with the Ministry of Internal Affairs. I'm the team leader in the call center.
Thank you, Ezra.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nasolo Sarah. I work with an NGO called CD, and I work as a health and safety officer. I joined this program looking forward to learn more skills on leadership, because as a health and safety officer, you interface a lot with people. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Balaza Ivan. I work with an NGO called Maidel, and was in Africa as both NGOs as the program's coordinator.
We have overachievers, right? Nice to meet you. Over to you, good sir.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Fiona Kukunda. I am the coordinator for Kampala Jinja Expressway, working with Ghana National Roads Authority.
Good morning, ladies and gents. My name is Joseph Dungu. I work as a program administrator for emergency medicine at Makerere University.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm called Henry Kalibala. I manage operations at Finance Trust Bank.
Good morning, everyone. Call me Simon Howo. I am the project coordinator and the Youth Peacemaker Ambassador, Central Region, WPDI. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Juliet Kabahuma, an officer at Uganda Revenue Authority.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Davis Kamjisha, and I'm a student at Makerere.
Good morning, everyone. Abena Cherecho is my name. I work with Baylor College of Medicine. I sit in Mulago, though my scope of operation is about 27 districts. Basically, I work with adolescents, HIV prevention, and TB prevention mainly. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Lawrence Biamkama. I'm an account manager at MTN Uganda.
Yes, good morning, team. My name is Esther Kamungo. Like I said, I'm a former Aspire Fellow with Catholic Relief Services and the CEO of a young startup called Famicate Uganda Limited. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Richard Holmes Kajubi. I'm the CEO of Repair the Earth. I'm a change driver and I represent Omuntu wa Wansi. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone. I'm called Kwatanise Bonita, and I'm excited to be here. I'm a program coordinator and co-founder of a startup called Treescape Planet Organization, and our major focus is promoting environmental conservation and making sure our world is a better place to live in. I'm glad to be here.
Yes, good morning, everyone. My name is Agnes Namdu Kwagala. I work with an NGO called Living Goods, Uganda. I work as a community health manager. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. My name is Gambori Pai Solomon, an alumni African Rebirth. I'm a teacher by profession, Trinity Senior Academy, Wevaja. Thanks.
Morning, friends. Joram Onegio. I work with World Vision Uganda as the Fleet and Administration Manager.
Good morning. Henry Onyango, I'm a student at UCU.
Good morning. My name is Muchibi Gabit Joseph. I work with Smart Charity Uganda as a sponsorship coordinator.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Judith Faith Akoth, and I'm a fresh graduate from the Uganda Christian University. Counseling and guidance.
Good morning, colleagues. Call me Lydia Ikoro, working with Oxfam in Arua in the refugee operation. I'm glad to be here.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Immaculate Kalibala. I work at the community level.
Good morning to everyone. My name is Abdikan Hussein, and I work for East African Welfare Foundation as a program coordinator. At the same time, I'm also a member and a volunteer at the Somali United Community in Uganda. Thank you, everyone.
Good morning. Gloria Elizabeth is my name. I'm a transactional banker in housing finance.
Good morning, everyone.
My name is Charity Lekuru. I work at Mulago Hospital, and I'm glad to be here. In my small village where I come from, I'm a team leader, and we represent as a team that nurtures the youth and women. So being part of this, I am so proud.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nantongo Bashira. I'm a lecturer at Islamic University in Uganda.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bampata Diana. I'm a travel consultant with Voyager at BMK House, 8th floor.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. My name is Albert Waswa, and I'm under the UPDF, under the sports department, and I'm also a student at Uganda Christian University. I'm pursuing a Bachelor of Governance and International Relations, and I'm in my third year, final year. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Rwega George. I'm a teacher by profession. I work with the Sapro Schools. I also sit on a talent development program committee, which helps to promote the students' talent.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Alan Sekaja. I'm a projects manager with NSSF.
Good morning, good people. My name is Ezra Kamprira. I'm an engineer and I work with the Ghana National Bureau of Standards.
I hope everyone is fine. I'm called Emily Tumwachire. I'm a family physician and public health specialist, currently working with the Ministry of Health in the Clinical Services Department. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Emmanuel David Ekuma is my name. I work as an administrative assistant with Hamia Associates and Advocates.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Daniel Setema. I work with the National Planning Authority. I'm in charge of information and documents. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Epila Pauline Shagi is my name. I work with Ministry of Internal Affairs under the Directorate of Community Service and under Justice, Law and Order sector. Thank you.
A very good morning to everyone. My name is Bira Janet. I'm the head legal for the Presidential Initiative on Job and Wealth Creation. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm called Yazid Ndote, and I'm working with Abacus as a business development manager.
Good morning, everyone. I am Mutoni Deborah, a teacher by profession, English and literature. I'm formerly a sales representative at Nehemiah Company Limited.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sandra Aguko. I am a journalist by profession and an artist. I do digital communications with the Mastercard Foundation alumni at BRAC Uganda, and I'm a hustler.
Good morning, everyone. I am Habumujisha Habat, a certified public accountant in training and the managing director of Chunguza Asir Tours and Travel Company. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Elizabeth Nalukenge. I manage the contact center for MultiChoice Uganda, and I am also a director of Creative Nest Nursery School in my village where I stay in Samula, and plus a number of other personal businesses. I'm glad to be here.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Aisha Nyangoma. I've been the head of procurement and logistics at Uganda Law Society, and I'm currently transitioning to Haifa International. I'm also a triplets mom.
Morning, everyone. My name is Joshua Lukenge. Interesting, her name is Nalukenge. Yeah, I work with Life Ministry Uganda, and I work on Chambogo University, but I'm also a farmer. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Arthur Mugera. I'm a co-founder of Power of Africa Tours and Travel. I'm also a farmer in macadamia nuts and coffee in Masaka.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Itho Amanda Bagaga. I am a founder and director at Alma Gardeners Village. It is a landscaping and soil testing company. I am also a sustainable landscapes advocate in climate change with Global Youth Biodiversity Network. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Julius Kawes. I am the operations manager at Vanos Logistics.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. My name is Michelle Alum. I was in the 2023 cohort, and it's good to be here. Thank you.
Good morning, team. Bright Nkwasibu is my name. I'm a production manager at Movit Products Limited.
Blessings to everyone here. Chinene Bernard Muchivi, Key Accounts Manager, Uganda Duty Free Sales Limited. You commonly know it as Uganda Wines and Spirits Limited, and also proprietor Creative Adventures Limited, a tour and travel company. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Pascal Tuenamasko, a software engineering student at the University of Sussex. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Hawa Nalule, and I'm a public health specialist with KCCA. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ataire Anthony. I am a graphic designer at Wakefield Business Solutions at NASA Road. Also a founder of Riz Media, Mbarara. We do branding. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. My name is Roger Zivole. I'm a co-director of Mavira Safaris Uganda. It's a new startup for tours and travel agency in Uganda. Nice to meet you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Marion Chakua. I work with Women's Love Initiative. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Kafero Kwagala Grace, and I'm happy to be here.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jovan Mwanje. I work with Othniel Foundation as the director. I'm happy to be here.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nachilija Lidialia. I'm a HR manager, Banange Brewing Company. I also work as a gender-based violence preventing officer with Slum Aid Project. I also do career guidance in schools, still with Slum Aid Project Wakaliga. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ruth Nanteza Sebagala. I am passionate about making education relevant to the youth and the children because I believe it is a foundation for their future. I work with our Watoto Childcare Ministries as the team lead for education and sports. So when I hear people saying talent development, sports, it's an opportunity to connect. I am also a co-founder of a Uganda Christian Educators Forum, a forum that brings together Christian educators together to advocate, be able to advocate for policy changes, be able to contribute through networking, sharing resources, curriculum, and all that. And then I'm also part of a team that is starting a Christian training college. Thank you very much.
A very good morning to you, or my fellow participants. My name is Sabimana Joseph. I work with Marian Brothers as a volunteer based in Yumbe district. Thank you.
Good morning, all. I'm Tuyahabo Wycliffe. I work as community engagement officer, Touch the Slum. I'm also a proud feminist and I also do my master's in gender studies at MOOC. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm by names of Umkurthum Naiwumbwe. Just graduated from Makerere University and currently volunteering with Happy Uganda Wakiso.
Good morning, everyone. Nyafuna Lillian Dejoy is my name. I'm a counselor. Glad to be here.
Good morning. My name is Francis Magezi. I work with Head Start Institute of Agroecology. We are farmers, and I'm proud to be here.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everyone. I stood. My name is Nanyonga Sarah. I work with Acquire Change Together as a program manager.
Nice to meet you all. My name is Zubeda Abdallah. I'm a project accountant, and for the past 3 years, as branded, we are pushing ICT adoption and knowledge management for persons with disabilities and partnering with the Uganda National Farmers Federation for the same program, ICT adoption and knowledge management for farmers in Uganda.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Derek Quere. I work with Touch the Heart Uganda as an NGO, as their programming person, but also I lead a consultancy firm dealing in HR support, programs work, accountancy, and all that. Thank you.
Good morning. Joseph Okino is my name. I work with World Educare Network as a team leader. You can call us WINET. We do community transformation. We are an NGO. We are based in Ginger City. I'm also a teacher mentor with the Opportunity EduFinance Uganda. And I'm part of the team that launched the Ubuntu Leaders Academy in Uganda last year in December. I'm glad to be with you. Thank you.
Good morning, leaders. My name is Treasure Kukunda. I'm a teacher of literature and English. I'm an artist. I'm a photographer. I'm also pursuing a diploma in epidemiology from the University of People in the US. I'm a student of life. And a very good morning to the CEOs and HRs in this room. I'm very unemployed. I've been volunteering with an organization called 40 Days Over 40 Smiles for the past 2 years, and I'm happy to be here.
Good morning, everyone. Chomhan Praise Lausa is my name. I'm an auctioneer working with the great auctioneers. I'm a mother of 2 handsome boys and a minister in Jericho Breakers Church as a secretary. God bless you.
Good morning. Forgive me, I've been on my mask because I have a bit of a cold. My name is Peter O'Rien. I work with the Office of the President, specifically in the Science, Technology and Innovation Secretariat as the Undersecretary, Finance and Administration. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Owen Singura. I'm a research officer at the National Agriculture Research Organization. I'm very happy to hear there are farmers in the house. I was beginning to get bored.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Samuel Ainembabazi. I work with Baked at Home, startup food delivery company, and I'm a student with Persian Gulf University in Iran. I'm glad to be here.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Terry Don Wamboga. I'm the founder of Centers for Her, an app that helps girls and women access free post-violent services in their communities. I'm also a nutrition student. Thank you.
Morning to you all. I go by the names of Aaron Okwi Malinga. I'm the proprietor of Farm Enterprises. co-founder, Hera Agri Consultancy, and also an ICT officer with the Parliament of Uganda.
Yes, good morning, everyone. I'm Mark Marvin Mtesasila, a medical officer or a medical doctor. I'm glad to be here with you. I work with General Military Hospital, Bombo.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Eretu Olinga Christopher. I work with the Post Bank as a supervisor credit administration. Thank you.
Good morning. Nice to meet you. I'm Edward Seguja, fresh graduate from Makerere University, and currently volunteering in Ministry of Health under the Department of Uganda National Expanded Program on Immunization. That's UNEPI. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Akelo Cleopatra. I'm Akelo Cleopatra, founder of Natural Organics, company that works with farmers to produce organic food products. Happy to be here.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nakan Winfred Hope. I work with Client Choice Tours and Travels as administrator.
Good morning, everyone. Bijiro Ambrose is my name, a nutritionist by profession. I normally tell people that my DNA is of two strands, health and leadership. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Lydia Kancha. I work with the Ministry of Health under the Office of the Minister of State in charge of primary health care. And I'm a passionate child rights advocate and researcher. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Naima. I am the head office of the Somali Movement Organization as the Women Affairs. Also, I am a student of life. Thank you, guys.
Friends, when you feel led to clap, you clap.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sherin Chebet. I'm a lawyer by profession, working with FIDA Uganda as a legal officer, but also in private practice.
Good morning, everyone. I am Najita Grace. I'm an epidemiologist, Kawempe National Referral Hospital.
Is everyone here? Okay, please.
Morning, everyone. I'm Mwonge Kosiboni from KCCA, coordinating the rapid response team that was in charge of the NAM, the boys were in black. And then I'm a team lead. I coordinate the 7 Hills team, the teams that are in charge of cleaning the city. And I'm also founder of the career motivation clubs in schools. We go do career motivation, mindset change, and everything. I'm very happy to be here and meeting you all. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Mpima Jamil Senoga. MP2B, Lubaga South constituency. I'm also the managing partner of Chiwanuka and Mpima Advocates. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you very much.
Thank you too. A big round of applause to all of us. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let me ask you one question.
PML. PML.
Who go?
PML.
Yes. Let me ask you, members, do you feel that you made a wrong choice to be here? Let me hear from you. Does anyone feel that they made a wrong choice to be here?
I will simply say macadamia.
Nuts.
Nuts.
And I'll say, the guild president, I remember guild president Nantongo somewhere. Yes.
And a literature teacher that is doing epidemiology. Hey,
Did you see?
friend.
You were there. Did you see MP2B?
PML one more time. Indeed.
Another thing. Do you remember someone who is searching and readily available for employment somewhere? Yeah.
Absolutely. CEOs, MDs.
Did you see the
I think we
HRs?
need-
Did you see tours and travels?
And move it. We are going to look good as well.
Do you have a baby in junior here? Did you see students?
I did.
Students, you're in the right place. We never go to these chances to meet the people you're meeting today. So if you are in the room with an undersecretary of the office of the president, where would you get him from? We never go to these chances.
We did not.
Can I tell you one funny story? I joined the government without even knowing the position I'm going to serve. I was seeing assistant secretary. No, assistant secretary, what do they do? It was only after researching.
Induction.
Not even induction. When I was going for the interview, assistant secretaries, these are the permanent secretaries in the making. You'll be a senior, a principal, then undersecretary. Undersecretary, Akolachi. Do they work under them? You're lucky you have these people. Please.
But now we will get to know all these things right here and now. We do more than just classes. We do more than people just talking to us. We learn from one another. We pick, we give, and we take. This is why we are here. This is PML 2024.
Penny, one good thing about such cocktail of everyone, when we are going for some programs that would have required funds, like last time,
Yes.
members offered their schools to be pilot schools. We had 12 ships. This is scaling heights in public service. So instead of us going to look for a school, a head teacher will put up his hand and say, "You are welcome to my school," and everything would be sorted. Another one would say, "I'm teaching at this school and I'll sort out everything for the school." And some schools actually sponsored us, the facilitators, and the students who have the program. So whoever you are, with whatever you have a contribution to this, and you have someone to help you contribute to whatever we want to do
We
this.
also have very influential OBs and OGs. So you
Exactly.
can say, the school I went to.
Those ones will welcome you. Let me give them a call.
Yes. So we are an amalgamation of wonderful resources in this room. Let's make use of one another.
I saw a lot of public health. How aware are you? Hey, I know her. Did you know that?
I know a few people as well. I already showed you Joshua. I know him. Okay. I also had a lot of URA.
UNRA.
It was UNRA. Yes, I'm sorry. I think there's a lot of multiplication happening at UNRA. Well done. UNRA team, you have done
when
well.
we choose to visit UNRA, we have ambassadors.
We do, absolutely.
And whatever we are sharing here, we believe you will take it back to your organizations and multiply. We don't add. At PML, we do not add. We don't want you to come and bring another person. No. We want you to affect another 10 people. So out of you, we'll have 11. Out of
Indeed.
those 10, we'll have another 100.
Exactly.
The power of multiplication, not addition.
But now, Rajab.
Yes, please.
Why don't we ask for some questions?
Please.
Do we have any questions that would like Rachel or one of the team members to address?
About this program, about what you've had, just to enlighten you and to give you the best of the expectations or to fit into your expectations. I'll move the microphone. You will do the honors. Please.
Okay, there's a gentleman over here.
Please, please.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'd like to inquire about the I-Lead schools. What is the scope of the intervention in terms of, are you working close to central, or it doesn't matter? Yeah.
Thank you. Next here.
Apologies if I'm putting the cart before the horse, but I wanted to know more the ship selection, how it's going to be, the consideration, and the modus operandi of the ships. Thank you.
My questions are two. One, I would like to know, this is called ship what? Because we've had different ships, right? And then you talked about we as the public managers who are being selected for this program, that we shall have different group discussions. So what is the number of the people that are going to be per each group? Just to have an insight about that. Thank you.
Thank you. Next question, we're going to cut them to 6 so that others will come in at the next round of questions.
My question is about like these sessions takes place like in the centers and the urban centers. So for the students or other people who are in the village, can they access them who are not on Zoom, who cannot access internet or social media? Can they access it?
I want someone from Kadiruna, from our team. Jack, who was from Kadiruna? You're going to answer that question. Oh, there was a question here.
Yeah, thank you so much, and we're glad to be part of this team. My question is around the weekly and the monthly sessions. Are they every day? Are there particular days when we're supposed to attend this on a weekly and also monthly basis, so that those who are working are able to have their calendars well planned?
Thank you. My question is about the iLead program. I just wanted to get clarification about which schools do we consider at which level? Is it high school? Do we go as low as primary school?
Okay, Penny, I will answer this as then you pick on another one.
Okay.
Our sessions for last year, one, the monthlies are either the first or second week of the month. I'm getting feedback here. But what we do, depending on what is on that Saturday, we send out a call. Like we send out a registration to confirm those who are going to be physically present. So you shouldn't worry about that. Once a month, and it's a Saturday morning. So we'll send you a call to tell you. And about our breakaways, the weeklies, we'll be doing Tuesdays, 8 to 9. And it is paced within your ship. A ship is the group, like scaling heights in public service. So we group you into 10 to 15, depending on the numbers we have. And we are so critical on who is there. We won't find teachers in the same ship. Like we used it as our vehicle. We won't find administrators only in that ship. So we are critical. We look at your CVs and your applications, and then a selection is made so that we can have you broadly spread. So depending on the number of confirmed members, that's how many ships we shall have. And then you'll know who your facilitator is, and you know the members. You'll have an independent WhatsApp group for your program. Then we'll be moving on the same pace. So once you reach each step, we come back here on a monthly basis to evaluate the month that since we last met, what have you done in your different ships? But the program is the same and the information is the same. The facilitators are us, and we have our also other facilitation group where we keep refreshing ourselves and touching base on what has been done and what has not been done. I'm jumbling questions. I just want an answer from the schools that are out of Kampala. Can someone from Kadiruna answer this? Give us just 1 second.
Yeah, in 1 second, I can't answer that. I'm going to use 2. Good morning. My name is Raymond Kamba. Just as you see me here, I stretch as deep as Bodaka. And I am trying to multiply schools in Bodaka. So they are influenced to join this program through me. And I am sure that even if they don't have Zoom or they don't have any network, they can go through me to get here. Thank you very much.
Have we answered the question of distance? We have schools. You just tell us the school. Is the school willing to join this program? Do we have ambassadors on that end? And the team will be there. Yes, please.
Our area code is Uganda right now. So we are aiming at reaching and impacting every student in our catchment area, which is Uganda. There's, I think, one last question, Rachel.
It was about which schools we consider, and we agreed it's secondary schools. I think they've answered most of the questions. And it's not central, it's across the country. We have schools in Mbale, we've been to Mpiji, so it's the choice of the ship. So when you get into your ships, it will become clearer. Thank you.
And maybe about this kind of schools. We first of all thought university would be the best. because that's where the educated are. But then we realize that we don't get spoiled at the university. At university, you've already made up your choice on at least where you want to go. But there's this secondary school person in senior 2 who is dropping some subjects, right? Who doesn't know which subject to take on. So we chose secondary schools as one, they are more compressed together. Like when you walk into a secondary school, you will find them anytime you want them. At university, you might have an errand. You might have a chair somewhere. You may not be on the program. But then a secondary school is a controlled environment whereby you can move with these students for 3 years. So our I-Lead program starts from senior 2, and we want to graduate you by senior 4 and hand you over without inconveniencing your UCE. Senior 1s have just joined and have not really grasped the concept of the school. And yet the program starts in February. We've already had 2 visits. We are going to Kololo SS, and we are from St. Maria Goretti. That is in Katende. So senior 1s are not on board, but senior 2s are on board. So we would want to have what we are doing here, we put it in a more simpler form for the students. What you think you're going to change from this room, we would want them to get it at that level. So by the time they stand in front of you, you realize they can be able to speak to us. From this, do you see that some of us may not be able to speak confidently? Right? We may not be. But from here, when you come, that's why we want everyone to speak. You might have another strength, but have a weakness at one. So here it's multidimensional, and we want to grow ourselves from all dimensions. Rachel, yes, please. Could we move to the next?
Did you check the online?
Okay, please, please, please.
Rachel, there's a few questions online, and the online team, we apologize. You have not been abandoned. We are with you. We might not be with you physically, but we are with you in spirit. We love and appreciate you. Thank you for being part of this discussion. They are asking, many of the questions are quite similar to the questions in the room. They were wondering whether we can extend our reach to primary school. I think that has been answered. There's a question as to whether we can extend our reach beyond the Ugandan border or the Ugandan borders. That, my dear friends, is the dream. That is where we are going. We already have an ambassador in Arusha. She is scouting the land, and soon enough, we will roll out in Tanzania. There's another question for you, Rachel, about the name of the award that people will get at the end of this course. After spending a full year of engagement with us, what shall we give them? Over to you, Rachel.
As Rachel, you prepare for that. On Zoom, there are many members out of this country already who are attending online. We have people from Somalia. We had the member last cohort from Liberia. We have from Burundi. So if you registered and went through, you can attend from anywhere, and we would want those to now invite us to their countries. Think about it. Walking into a country without an ambassador. But here, you're walking into, say, a school where everything has been done for you. Wouldn't it be a smoother landing? So when we have more of those in those countries, the program will roll out. And also when we solidify ourselves here better and have ambassadors in every ministry. If I want a letter from Internal Affairs, I know someone to call. If I want something from Ministry of Health, I know Kancha there. So it will be easier for us to roll out. So going out of the country has already been done. Ambassadors are out there, and the program will be rolled out as and when it's possible. Yes, Rachel.
Thank you very much. The name of the award is a certificate in leadership and public management, and is signed off by the ambassador to the American Embassy, rather of the American Embassy and the Franklin Institute. We intend to partner with universities in the US, so the Franklin Institute is going to have more accreditation with other academia in the US. So this is not a simple certificate, and we encourage you to stay with us all the way.
I'll be projecting one of those that were given out last year. We'll be able to see how it looks like. Okay.
And I greedily wanted to add that last year, the ambassador himself came here and handed over the certificates to the participants. So they are internationally recognized certificates. We will take the next set of 6 questions, and online members, please keep the questions coming. We are monitoring and we are with you.
Well, good morning once again. My question, okay, it's not like I'm intending to do so, but what happens if you miss one weekly session due to an emergency? No.
Next question.
So I have heard of the iLead fellowships. I would just like to inquire if someone in this cohort qualifies to apply for the iLead fellowship.
She continues to hustle. Okay, next, I think I saw a hand over here.
I wanted to ask about the programs in the school. Are we going to tailor programs for the kids, or it's a certain format followed? There's a certain criteria that we have to follow in accordance with the American Center.
Thank you for that question. It is quite wonderful. And over to you, good sir.
Kosibo Nimwange. It would be bad to say that it's the same question I had, but to add on, since we are students of life, we go back and revisit what we've learned. Do we get access to the slides that are being shared during the session?
Thank you. And the last question, and I think we are closing it at this.
Thank you very much. My question is about, you said we have to undertake the iLead program in schools, and she highlighted about our contributions. Our contribution is in regard to the distance, because if we decide, for example, a district in Western, are we going to tailor the costs to the distance, or how is the institute facilitating that? Is it us to foot every cost of that? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Jab Shots, I would like you to moderate the answering of these questions because many of them pertain to how we run this. So last cohort.
Thank you. About the slides, members, it's unfortunate or rather fortunate that we don't share out these slides. One, the course we are undertaking is some of the content is from John Maxwell, and it would be a disservice to him to share out his work to those who are not part of this. When I send you the PDF, I don't know how far it can go. You know that very well with the internet of today. So we encourage members to attend in person and have this. Some of these, the books that we share, you can get them online. But the way we tailor them and we give them out, it's a cooperated kind of to us in here. So we request you to attend physically or online to have this. We won't have any information shared out.
Just to add that there's a brochure that we shall be sharing out about PML 2024. So some of the information that I have presented will be in the brochure and you will each get a copy. Yes.
Okay. Members, I'm going to request that we end here with the questions about the costing. We'll have that discussion as we go on. We'll answer all the other questions as we need to move into the next presenter. Please. Okay. The team that we have introduced, anyone you see here is part of the team that can help you. Rachel, Penny, Rajab, Jack, All the ambassadors, can we have the ambassadors stand up? Can we have the ambassadors stand up? Any of those faces? Juliana here at the American Center? Yazid, you reached to Juliana, right? Yes. Any one of us can always help you.
Friends, we are not forgetting about your questions. We are simply shelving them because we are pressed for time. Shall we appreciate Rachel and let her go back to her seat? Again, lovely. Thank you very much. I promised you a large buffet of knowledge and information today. And next, the next course that we are about to partake of is someone that I guess oh, I'm back. Yes, for now, she might need an introduction, but trust me, by the end of this course, she will be a woman that needs no introduction. She is a mother, she is an author, she is an entrepreneur, she is the vision bearer of Franklin Institute of Leadership and Public Management. She is the editor of the Hansard of the East African Legislative Assembly. Friends, her name is Shalon Mugabe, and I'm proud to call her my friend. Welcome with me, Shalon. The PML way, friends. There's breakfast coming. Juliana, are we ready for Shalon? Okay.
Good morning, friends. I'd like to be sure that I can be heard, and so I'm going to request whoever has the microphone to please represent the entire room and let me know that I can be heard and that it is clear. Excellent. I have read online that people can hear me, but I would like to know the people who are physically present. Please confirm to me that you can hear me. And if you cannot, please indicate to me what is going on. That will guide on how I proceed. Excellent. American Center, thank you. I have received information that I can be heard, but let me hear a voice from the center that I can be heard, not written, audible. Jab shots, Penina, would you please get on the mic and respond to me so that I know that you can hear me? I need that, please. I see you, Jab, but I cannot hear you. Probably you're muted. Wonderful. Excellent. By faith, I'm going to believe that I am heard, and allow me at this point to start with my team online. Patrick Manirakiza, you are in Burundi and you logged in. Thank you for being part of this program. Abenego Rwashoka, thank you for being here. Acham Catherine, thank you for being here. Achola Felista Joyce, thank you for being here. Ahumza Lilian, I can see you. I can see you. Akelo Pamela, I can see you. Asadu Sebioto, I see you. Atewembede Sarah, Bala Muhammad in Mogadishu, Beatrice, Behangana Kenneth, Bogere Brenda, Catherine Nyafono, Charles Intejerize, Charlotte Chomhanji, Chelimo Bashir, Daniel Fondo, Derek Ranga, Doreen Musimenta. I am elated, dear friends, to see you. I am away physically, but I can tell you, I have been in that room the whole time. I have enjoyed the presentation. I've enjoyed the interaction. I have enjoyed the introductions. In fact, I wanted to go online and read the people that we have online. If I spare some time at the end of my presentation, I will do that. But I would like you to know, friends online, friends physically present, that this is a total delight. Today, we are launching PML 2024. You're welcome, friends, and congratulations. Congratulations upon making it to the PML program 2024. You make our third born of the PML life and history, and that gives us great pleasure. We put out our call in November, and until the last day when we stopped the call, when the expiry date reached, we had received 519 applications. Together with the US Embassy, we were only able to select approximately 200 of you. We still say it is 200 because some of you may not have responded to accept the call. Know that around 200 of you will attend this program this year, increasing the number from the 150 that were selected last year, and certainly multiplying the number that started the program in 2022 of 60 participants. At this time, allow me to ask the Pioneer Franklin Ambassadors, the Pioneer PML Cohort 2022, whom we now call the Pioneer Franklin Ambassadors. I'm going to ask you where you are, both online and physically, to please stand up for recognition. And if you are online, simply just indicate in the chat room that you are there. Would like to recognize your contribution to the growth of this program. If you had dropped the ball, my friends, we would have nothing called PML. It is because of you, my firstborns, that we have this. And beautiful. Excuse me. I'd like now to recognize PML 2023. PML 2023, online, as well as physically present. Now, friends, this has been a phenomenal cohort, PML 2023. I see you, friends. I am proud of you. And I'm telling you why. Because what cohort, we were only able to get about 12 of us to become part of the team. From the 2022 cohort, we have over 40 ambassadors joining the team. And you have not seen them yet, because if we brought all the 40 to attend physically, you participants would not be able to have room, not online, not physically. But I can tell you, they are online, they are dreaming for you every day, and you are going to see their impact this year. It is that team that you need to hold dearly, because they hold the key to the Franklin Ambassadors mission. They are the ones that have the button. They are our biggest team of ambassadors, and their responsibility is to multiply our impact. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that, friends. I guess it is excitement that I am talking and I am getting a few glitches. So the man I call Jab Shots already told you, and this is true, that at PML, we do not work in addition. We do not know any other method except multiplication. So we don't know what it means that we were 2 and now we are just 3 or 4. We multiply our impact. And that is the team you are joining. Allow me, friends, to recognize the Franklin team. You will notice that the PML program is a self-regeneration program. We do not get expatriates to feed us, and we are not doing anything about it. For each of you, we would like you to be someone that can take on this program without me, without Rachel, without the Pioneer Ambassadors. We want to grow you into a person who can competently multiply the effect of PML independently, but also as a team. So we are asking you, friends, embrace multiplication, because next year for the PML 2025, we are looking at you to run the show. We are looking at you to lead the ships. We are looking at you to run the program like the previous ambassadors are doing today. So I'd like to recognize the Franklin team, Rachel, Penny, Mr. Mugabe, and the entire Pioneer Ambassadors team for the work that you do. Leah, Jabshot, Achilles, Esther, Gloria, Jack, Lucky, Debbie, Timothy, and Oscar, and Philson. You make me glad, team. And now, friends, please join me to appreciate that Pioneer team most heartily. In my next presentation, you will hear many more names because the team has since grown. But Pioneer team, know that you make me proud, and I thank you. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Penny. Thank you, Juliana and Namara, and Ezra in absentia for leadership team for steering this. Thank you, my friends. Now, if I make this a speech day, it will be a disservice. I'm going to first ask to look at each other. I know you have sat with people, but I'm going to give you an opportunity. Look at the person you're seated next to. The person you're seated next to. And this is what you're going to do for them. You're going to exchange your phone numbers now, right now. And your friends online, I'm going to ask you, for you are just going to tell each other where you're logging in from. So if you are online, please go to the chat room and write where you're logging in from. Now, those of you that are physically present, give your phone number to the person seated next to you. I am giving you 1 minute. Thank you, Sarah. I see you are in Jinja. Lucky, you are in Bushenyi. I see you, Julius. I see you, Kansime in Entebbe. I see you in Chenjojo, in Mbale, in Amuru, in Japan, in Entebbe, in Nkumba, in Kayunga. I am in Jikumba, in Kampala, in Amudat, Karamoja, in Mwanza, in Kampala, in Kasese, in Kasangati, friends, in Hutagati, wonderful, in Jinja, in Rubaga, in Seta, in Gayaza, excellent, in Soroti, Oxford, please give us the location. Where are you logging in from? In Kavale, in Busia, in Chiriandongo, in Wakiso, in Chira, in Rubaga. Wonderful. What a team. What a cohort. What a vibe. In Soroti, in Chengera, in Nakasero. I am delighted, friends, today. At the end of my session, I am going to share with you some of the highlights that I would like you to pick, to pay attention to. Rachel had already talked about some, but I will highlight more when I come to the end of my presentation. My name is Shalon Mugabe. I am privileged to be your pioneer, Franklin Ambassador. In the year 2020, the country and the world at large was hit by a pandemic, COVID-19. Before then, I, Shalon, used to run programs for university students. We called them the Learn to Lead program. Learn to Lead. We were at Makerere University. We met in the evenings from 5 p.m. to around 7, 8 p.m. and we taught leadership. But when COVID-19 hit, that was not possible. We could not meet physically anymore like we were doing. And so I had to rethink, and I made a call. I wrote an email to the US Embassy, being an alumni, one of the alumni of the Mandela Washington Fellowship and the yearly Regional Leadership Center at Nairobi. And I asked the Public Affairs Department if there was a way they could assist me to deliver the program I was delivering at university. This time around, not to students, but to public managers like me. Why was I passionate about public managers? I had served in the public service for all my life since I graduated, from the days I taught at Makerere University, to the days I joined the newsroom at the Monitor and the New Vision, and to my days at the Parliament of Uganda as in the official report department. And I had noticed something, that whenever I needed a hand to hold, there was no structure for that. It was only gracious leaders and supervisors that helped hold my hand. And if they didn't volunteer to do that, there was no structure to help me learn. No one said, please grow and become the other. It was a jungle that was hard for me to navigate on my own. And so I hoped that I could contribute to that need, that there would be a platform where public managers, where people who give a service to the public, they could be in government, they could be in an NGO, they could be in an organization they have founded, where they will have a network of people who can hold their hand and teach them. We wanted to provide a platform for mentors, for people who have gone ahead of us, to help and what they have learned to the next generation. But that was not all. Growing up in Uganda, I had realized that there was a growing need for public servants, for the citizenry, for us who give a service to the public, to the citizens, to the communities, to mobilize ourselves and deliver a service that is worthy. We believe that every citizen deserves a good service. we also believe that every worker deserves a good leader. And so we wanted to contribute, to make our contribution to that, a platform for public servants and public managers to grow and be mentored in leadership, an opportunity for public servants to create change within the service without waiting for the hierarchy and the structures that are sometimes overwhelmed, and also to increase impact in our nation, in our region, and on our continent. That was the dream of PML. 3 years down the road, we needed to make this into something that everyone can be part of. We needed to have a structure, we needed to have processes. And on November 17th, in 2023, the Franklin Institute of Leadership and Public Management was birthed for you and for me. With or without me, friends, the Franklin Institute lives because you are here, because you signed up for this program, and you will commit to propagating it to the next generation and to the next. Each organization that is represented on this program, friends, you were carefully selected. You must have had your introduction. A tedious exercise went on to pick who it is that would be on this program. We looked at your essays. We looked at your plans, at your dreams, but we also saw your ability to selflessly give back to the community that has made you. That is why you are here. We chose excellent performers. We chose those who have signs to be teachable, not those who feel that they know it all. We brought on board those that we felt from your applications that they will be consistent. They will not attend one session and then drop off because they hoped there would be handouts and there are no handouts. No, we brought on board people we believe that they will not need anyone to drive them. They will put their schedules in order and they will give priority to personal growth and development, not only to grow themselves, but they will also give of themselves to grow others. That is who you are, friends. That is why you are here. On this program, we majorly have people who are already working, and that's our target. We also have not more than 10 students because we chose only a few. Remember, our target is to public managers and to students. But gradually, we will go to university. So that's why we chose only a few students that will become our multiplier effect when time comes for us to go to the universities. That is why you are here, friends. And so, I am one of you. While I am the one who was present at the birth of this program, I started my career at Makerere University. I was teaching English and literature and communication. I later joined for about 9 months. I served as a sub-editor. And then I joined the Parliament of Uganda, growing from an assistant editor to assistant director, research services, a position I served in until this year, in January, when I transferred my services from the Parliament of Uganda to now the East African community, serving under the East African Legislative Assembly as editor of Hansard and head of team of the official report. I have known growth, and that is what I desire for each of you, because there is no limit to growth. But that growth begins with yourself. Allow me now to share with you small highlights of what we think you need, of what we think you will benefit from in a topic, developing the leader within you. I will make it snappy and quick because we intend to give you the book in soft copy after this session. That is when we will send to you the brochure that Rachel talked about. We intend for you to read this book as a person and complete it. And then at an opportune time, we will study it together. And so I thought I would give you some highlights as we start this journey that we would desire for each one of us to develop as leaders, beginning with ourselves. Allow me now, dear friends, to put my video off so that I am not distracted and I don't distract you as well, and quickly present on developing the leader within you. This is a material by John Maxwell, my coach, my mentor, my leader. I was introduced to leadership. I was introduced to personal development and growth by John C. Maxwell. For that, I am eternally grateful, and I bring to you his content as a certified coach, facilitator, and speaker of the Maxwell leadership team. Developing the leader within you. I will be checking in the chat room just in case there's something you'd like me to attend to. I will be checking it there. And let me now ask you, friends who are online, to please take a minute and do the survey, but also register your presence, because you will get your certificate at the end of this program only and only by your participation in the program, not by an exam. It will be by the way you participate in this program, but also by the impact that it will have on you. So go ahead and register, but also do a survey that we have flashed in the chat room. Benefit. Many people do not develop as leaders. And I have some few proposals that I have flashed on the screen why people do not develop as leaders. I'm going to ask you that as I go through this, you will share in the chat. Now, the people in the online, earlier attention wasn't on you as it was on the physical people. It is now your turn. So as I share this, friends, I'm going to ask you, put in the chat room, what is it for you that stops you from developing, from growing as a leader? But here are some of the proposals I know that John identifies, but I also are familiar with. One, people believe that they are not born leaders. And so they say, I cannot lead. Others think a title and seniority will automatically make them leaders. I am a leader of Hansard, and therefore I dream and imagine in my wildest of dreams that because I have that title and I'm that team leader and I have the position, I am automatically a leader. Yet others think that because of their experience, automatically they are leaders. That is why you hear some of us say, I have been in this institution for all these years. But these young people who came just yesterday, can you imagine they have made that person my supervisor? Why? Because they have not put attention to developing themselves as leaders. They are relying on their experience and time. They think that the longer they stay in an organization or in a position, the more automatic it will be for them to be leaders. And then there's this category which says, I'm waiting until I get a position so that I can start developing as a leader. They imagine that simply because a number of us are self-employed and we were deliberate on picking you. We did not need your title as such to bring you on board. We wanted to see your passion. We wanted to see your drive. We did not necessarily bring you on board because of your title. In fact, in the first application, when you made your initial application, you remember we did not pay much attention to the title. We only asked for your title, for your position, when we were asking you to accept the offer, so that we have a knowledge management system, so that we know what skill sets do we have and what people do we have, so that we understand each other. But it is not very important for us what position you hold. It is important for us what influence you have. And so now, those of you that are online, Penny, you're going to moderate this. People, you're going to put your hands up as Penny picks your hand. Please share in 1 minute. Of these four, which of these do you identify with? And then those online, I am going to read what you have put. Where do you fall? Which of these four? And of course, there may be many others. Why people don't develop as leaders. But which of these four applies to you? So Penny, please, in the next 2 minutes, moderate the. We don't need to hear it. Let the people just share where they are in 30 seconds, in very few seconds, as I read what is online. Thank you, Tendo, for that. Thank you very much. Let me see where you fall. Let me see where you fall, dear friends. I am not seeing. Wonderful. Shakul, you say, friends, do not put the number. Please put the sentence, because I will not be able to read the number, but I will be able to read what you have put. So thank you. Patrick, seniority. Josephine, waiting for a position. You say the mic is off. Is it on? Julius, fearing responsibility. Vincent, you say no family background in leadership. That's your excuse. Wenganga, seniority. Nyamizi, you say you're not born a leader. Ivan, you say you have been thinking about experience. Sekade as well, experience. Susan, waiting to get a position. Shami, waiting to get a position. Mugoya, Nabali, seniority. Joan, imposter syndrome, thinking that who will follow me? Who will believe me? Daniel, experience. Nwamanya, experience. Anna, experience. Jolly, gender insecurity. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. Bogere, lack of leadership skills. Ntejereze, developing more leadership skills. Thank you, friends. Thank you for sharing this. I appreciate it. I believe that even you who are physically present, you went through this. I like this. Friends, those who grow share their life openly, and we promise you that. And I already see it in the team that I have today. 100 on Zoom, more than 100, I guess, on physically present, more than 80, and many more on our YouTube channel. Thank you, friends. Beautiful. So this is why people don't develop as leaders. And we are saying this is simply an excuse. And maybe sometimes it's because we are not fully aware of what leadership is. Our definition of leadership here in the PML program and in line with the Maxwell team philosophy, we believe that influence is the beginning of true leadership. We define leadership as influence. And this is how we state it. Leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. So we would want you to pick that right from the beginning, so that as we go through the program, you're not feeling like, but what am I going to learn here? I am already the editor of Hansard. Or you're not feeling like, I don't even have a job. I have not even entered the, excuse me, the working class. You could even think, I have never held any leadership position. We want to dispel and write off that misconception and know that leadership is influence, nothing less and nothing more. We also would like you to know the keys to leadership as priorities. If you want to grow as a leader like you and I, we want to introduce you and to challenge you to setting your priorities right. Many people have programs that are set for them. A number of us, and I was victim of this as well. In fact, I didn't even tell you, I didn't share with you that on the things that stop people from developing as leaders, I was on number one. I'm not born a leader. For that reason, I wrote a book, a copy of which each one of you will get, as Rachel shared. I was born to lead. I wrote that book in response to my inner insecurities of thinking that I was not meant to be a leader, I wasn't born to lead, and therefore that was not my area. And so, similarly, those of us that are not alert to our leadership growth and development, we live by agendas and schedules set by others. We come to work because we are expected to be at work at 8:30. Are we the ones who said that? No, we found it and so we follow it, which is a good thing. In the evening when someone tells us, what's your plan this evening? We have none. And therefore they give us a plan. And I can tell you, when they plan for you, they haven't planned much. You must learn to set your own priorities and run with them. You cannot surrender your time, your priorities to another person to do for you. It's you who knows how your day will run, and it is you who has to schedule what will fall in that schedule. Please note that good is the enemy of best, and proactive beats reactive. Those who follow others' agenda are simply reactive. This is what is there, and so they simply fall in line. These are people who don't think about tomorrow on their own. It has to be done. It is as the regulations say, or the schedule says. They wake up, if they don't have a job, they will wake up at 11, maybe have breakfast if they are able to prepare it, and go back to bed at 2. Why? When you call them and ask, what are you doing? They will say, you know, I don't have a job. You know, I have been on leave. You know, I'm not doing anything nowadays. I'm waiting. I did interviews, I'm waiting. Those are simply reactive. Sincerely, you cannot expect to grow as a leader if you are waiting on another person to set your pace. I would like to challenge you, friends, if you want to develop as a leader, prioritize your leadership personal development. Prioritize it as a matter of fact. If it is a book you need to read, read it. If it is a session you need to attend, attend it. And I congratulate you, friends. Do you know how many of your friends are right now just waking up? Do you know how many have not even had a shower because it's Saturday? Of course, I encourage people to rest. But that the 2 hours, the 3 hours you are spending here online, the hours you are spending here to share with us, to learn, to network, to grow, they are going to pay. If you do a small habit every day, increasingly, it is going to become tremendous and atomic. So I call upon you, set your priorities right, and your first priority should be personal growth. This is a platform for you to develop that. Develop those habits that will give you higher results than the habits that will give you low results. Proactive beats reactive. So here we go. On one hand, in our previous slide, we talked about having people who are proactive and those who are reactive. Proactive people take initiative on their own volition. They don't wait to be spurred. They don't only bank on regulations. They follow regulations, but they do a little more for themselves. So now let's compare initiators and reactors. And here, this is what we are going to do. Those of you who are physically present, you'll put up your hand and you'll pick where you fall. Let's start with the initiators. On one hand, initiators prepare. They prepare in time. They know your Shalom, there's going to be a presentation on Saturday, you prepare. You don't begin to fumble a day to go. Reactors repair. They jump into, then they are disorganized, and they then begin to work on measures to respond to what has happened. They never prepared. They simply prepare. Those are reactors. Initiators, on one hand, plan ahead. We are, for example, the brochure, and it is going to have the dates. You should expect to have the monthly sessions and the weekly sessions. But some among us, I believe it will not be you, will be going on the schedule and asking, do we have a session today or this weekend? Why? They are not planning ahead. They are not going to put that schedule in their calendar. They are going to hope that someone else will be doing it for them. You will hear them say, you never shared this. You never told us this. Everything is said in what we send in the email or even here. So they will remember on Friday evening, they will see the flyer, and then they will remember, oh, I wanted to be at the center physically. And then they will begin to scamper. They don't plan ahead. Those are reactors. They live in a moment. And by the way, we have some friends who actually say that for them, they don't like to stress themselves. They live in the moment. Of course, that has good things about it. You don't get stressed. You don't get a lot of hard work put in. You just live in the moment. The result is low growth or no growth whatsoever. They pick up the phone and make contact. Those are initiators. When there is need to do something, they pick that phone, they get on that email, and they make contact. Do you know what reactors do on the other hand? They wait for the phone to ring. I used to find myself in this. And please understand me. And in case you know my family, just bear with me, because this is confidential information about me. I have been accused many times, and it is not a false accusation. Call. I don't call people. I wait for them to call me. And what has been my excuse? My excuse has been good at. But as more and more people complained about my inability to call, and by the way, I mean picking the phone and calling someone. That has been a big weakness on my part. I have decided to draw a schedule of who I will call when. And so, for the team that I meet with, there is a schedule. There is nothing that I'm going to put. It is going to be a direct conversation with those people. Some are groups, some are individuals. And this is an area that I aspire to excel in. I cannot continue to be a reactor in that area. I must initiate that call. I must initiate that email. I must make contact fast. And I know maybe some of you are very good with that area of communication, but I also know that some of you fall among those who say, let them call me, they have my number. By that, we are being reactors and not initiators. Initiators anticipate problems. They don't react to problems. They anticipate. You know, my dear friends, and I'd like to thank the team on ground, that we had a max of 100 participants. So, because we knew that we would fill up in the first 5 minutes of the program, we put an alternative. And we are telling you that next time, if you find the Zoom room closed, full, we will always be there. And there will be no limit as to who can get into the session as long as they are part of our program. That was a wonderfully done thing. Thank you, our IT team, for ensuring that we have an alternative to the Zoom, because most of our friends would not have made it here. You anticipate a problem and then you fix it in advance. You don't simply react. Initiators seize the moment. They put their priorities in their calendars. Do you know what reactors do? They put others' requests in their calendars. I used to be such a culprit here. I am the one whom they would ask, what plans do you have this weekend? There would be no plan. And therefore, I would put Penny's birthday. Then another time they would ask, this week, what is your plan? Do you have something at lunchtime? I would, at around 11, I would say, no, I don't have anything. Then I would be at the canteen with friends. They were, so every time someone made a request on my time, I granted it. Why? Because I didn't have a plan of my own. There were no priorities on my calendar. So I couldn't actually just pretend that I have it and say, no, I have something. No. Now I have grown to a place where I am asked, do you have a minute at 11? And I will say, oh, I'll check my schedule. If I have it, it's okay, I'll give it out. If I don't, I'll say, I don't have that minute. Can we meet over lunch? Can we meet at 3 p.m.? Can we meet on my schedule? And we'll learn this as we go along. I have some gray areas where I can fix someone who comes at a time where my priorities already exist. And then finally, initiators invest time in people. They are selfless. This is part of what is embedded in our value, in our mission, developing, nurturing selfless and competent leaders. They invest time in people. They don't only look out for what is in it for me. They are always on a lookout for how do I invest in people. Those are initiators. Those are people who are growing their leadership capabilities. On the other hand, reactors spend time with people. They're just there, but they're not interested. They are not planning anything good for any other person except themselves. I believe we are not among those. In the chat room, in the room, please tell Penny in the chat room, let me see which of these has at one point applied to you. I am reading it. I am seeing what you're putting. Initiator, thank you, Gladys. Waiting for the moment, thank you, Julius. Waiting for the investing time. Being an initiator, Emmanuel. Not calling people, thank you, friend. Nsubga, I prepare in time. That is wonderful, Nsubga. Adenate, reactor, thank you. Sarah, team player, thank you. Kongai, just like me, you wait for the phone to ring. We have to change that, my friends. Not calling people, Catherine. Always been an initiator. Wonderful, Emmanuel, good to learn that. Lucky you say you purposefully invest time and money in people. Thank you. Thank you, friends. I'm seeing all your comments. I appreciate them. And thank you for sharing. I believe that on physically, you have also shared your experiences and you know what to do. So this is my last slide, and I'm going to quickly go through it. But when you read Developing the Leader in You, you will learn deeply about this, the priority solution. So today we want you to go with this in your hands. How do you prioritize your time? How do you bring issues on your agenda. How do things make it to your agenda, to your schedule? Daily, monthly, weekly, or even annual. 1, we call these the 3 R's. R times 3. Let's even call them the 3 roads. Road number 1 is what is required of me. That is what the rules say, that is what the regulations say, that is what your role says. Some of them have been given to you by your employer or your team leader or your mother, but some of them are given to you by your position in society. Those things that are required of you. And now in your notebook, I hope you have a notebook, write for me those things that are required of you. I am giving you 30 seconds. What are those things that are required of you? For example, as an employee of the East African community, I am required to be in office every day at 8:30 until 5, from Monday to Friday. That is required of me. As a mother, I am required to take care of my children. I can't delegate that. They have to dress, they have to eat, they have to sleep. It's my responsibility to ensure that there are structures in place for that to happen. And as your coach and facilitator, I am required to prepare for these sessions. So what is required of you? Those are the things you start by putting on your agenda. Those are the things that you do first. Those that are required of you. The second R is what gives me the greatest return. Now, sometimes people confuse this. They go for the greatest return before they get what is required of them. So we have had people, and we have this wonderful culture that I actually appreciate about us in Uganda, in Africa. We are hustlers. We have a job. I work for the East African community. Rachel works for the parliament. Some of you work for UNRA, you work for URA, you work for MTN, you work for housing finance, you work for different organizations, you work for BRAC, wherever you work, put your organization. But you also have something else you do. For example, you coach at Franklin Institute, you teach. Now we make a mistake. Because this gives me great pleasure, it is wonderful, it is a good thing, it is a good vision, I'm adding value. I make a mistake if I spend my time, if I call you on Monday morning for this session at 10 a.m., and that's when I am galvanizing the public service and the public managers in Uganda to teach them leadership. I know very well that however much that brings a good return to the participants and to myself, it is not required of me. Therefore, I have to place it on my schedule in second. That is why, friends, our sessions are on Saturday, when we expect that at least on the whole, people are free, they are not working. Our public managers, generally, apart from when there are special assignments, which we should give priority, generally we don't work on Saturdays. That is why, as you will learn when we introduce you to the weekly sessions, our sessions take place on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. for 1.5 hours, never beyond that. Why? Because we know you work. Because you know there are things that are required of you. We know that this will bring you a return. You will grow in your leadership. You will give back to Uganda. But we know that it comes next in priority. So we place it at a time that will not clash with what is required of you. And that applies to me as well. I will not be giving my time to this program at a time when my employer expects me to be delivering on my mandate. So the things that bring you the greatest return Now, those for second on your schedule. I hope that that is where the PML will fall on your schedule. You will give it second priority after that is required of you. And then finally, what is most rewarding? The things that are most rewarding are the things we love doing. We don't need to be paid for them. We don't expect a return on them. We enjoy doing them. Some of you, it is playing pool. Some of you, it is playing golf. Some of you, it is having a good conversation over a drink with friends. Some of you, it is whatever it is that brings you the greatest reward, the greatest satisfaction, even when it doesn't bring monetary value to you. Those are the ones that you bring next. But when you bring them on, please never ever make a mistake of putting those required of you and those that bring the greatest return, and you forget those that bring you reward, satisfaction. Because if you forget the ones that bring you the satisfactions on your schedule, you will suffer burnout. The things that bring you rewards, that bring you satisfaction, are the ones that will actually help you, give you the morale to do what you need to do. And for some people, they end up becoming their prime assignments and mandate when they know how to harness them and grow them into those things that will bring a return to them and therefore become that they must do. My time is up, friends. I want to stop here. With you, assigning you, you wrote what is required of you, write what gives you the greatest return, and then what brings you the most reward. For the next time that we are not going to meet, work through these things. Identify them. Do not just think through them. Please write them in your notebook. And then when you started developing the leader within you, you will learn how now to bring them to your schedule. And at a certain point in the course of our program, we will go through it together. But before we reach that time, today, starting today, watch your schedule. Cease to be a reactor, be an initiator. Remember this. You could take a screenshot of it because we will not be able to share these slides with you. We encourage you to attend in person, but we also would like to respect the copyrights of the authors. And that brings me to the end of my sharing and communication and introduction to developing the leader within you. The copy, a soft copy of this, will be shared with you on email, and you will also get a brochure on email. If you haven't joined the WhatsApp group, please contact Leah or Timothy. They are in charge of that. They are your gatekeepers. But they are wonderful leaders. And allow me now to hand back to the team at the center to take over from you. Right now, I am in Arusha. I am not able to be with you physically. I believe that I will have opportunity to be with you the next time that we will be at the center in March. It will be in the schedule, and I know that Rachel and Penina and Rajab are going to tell us when do we meet next at the center. I suspect it will be 20th. It will be around 16th of March, but they have the details and they are going to share with you. Thank you, my dear friends. Let's be consistent. Let's multiply. Let's be selfless. Let's develop our competence. And for us, leadership begins with self. I thank you, friends. All right, friends, I have been asked to say something small about eyelid. I would like to encourage you about eyelid at this point, because until you have gone through the transformation weekly tables, there's an interruption in the network. Is there a gadget we need to mute because there's an interruption? Great, the interruption is out. I was asked to talk about eyelid, and I wanted to share with you that in our next session in March, we will dedicate a lot of time to this. We will tell you what that program is about. Right now, you are not yet part of eyelid, and the reason is you have not gone through the transformation tables. The ambassadors are the only ones now who are eligible for eyelid. Until you go through the program, you will not be eligible to participate in eyelid. But that's what we are doing. We are preparing you to do eyelid. Therefore, when you do your school project towards the end, in the third quarter of this program, that is when we'll be introduced to the eyelid program. For now, we just wanted you to be informed, and that was it.
And the slide will continue.
Good afternoon. My question is, there was a question that was asked about the cost that we are supposed to contribute to us. I don't think it's addressed, or maybe I missed it, but I don't think it's addressed. Thank you very much. She poses the same question. Are you asking about the cost to fund eyelid, or the cost that you will incur? What's certain is that
This program is absolutely free. The only thing you will need to make a small contribution to will be your reading materials. We have a book. We have two books, two core books that you will need to acquire for yourself, and a t-shirt. As of now, those are the only two things you need to put into consideration: a t-shirt and two books. The other questions will be addressed by Shalon. Do I have any other questions, or should I move on to her? Yes, good stuff.
People seem to be this is about the prices. If you can give us prices, probably some of us may want to buy them before we do it.
We'll have to go to school at the end of the program to roll out the iLead program. The reason we are asking that we buy t-shirts is so we can be identified as members of the PML 2024 cohort. We do not want to go to a school and there's no identifying article about you. Sorry for the feedback. So that's why we are saying we will need to acquire t-shirts so we can be easy to identify. So we can identify with each other and the schools that we go to can be able to recognize us. So the t-shirt will come at the end of the course. Because after you have gone through the 6 weeks and the subsequent 6 weeks, then you will now go to the school. So it's towards the end. The reading material, on the other hand, you might need to acquire to be able to go through the program. The costs of the reading materials, I think one of the books is, no, I will let someone answer that question, because one is a John Maxwell publication and the other is a Shalon Mugabe publication. So I will ask Shalon to address that as well. I Was Born to Lead goes for 35,000. I am not very certain about John Maxwell publication. So the t-shirt is 50,000. The book is 35,000. So those are the two things that you might need to put into your wonderful yearly calendar. Yes. Do we have any other question, any other concern? Absolutely. Someone is asking whether he will be given a small t-shirt for his large frame. No, sir. We have all the sizes. We have for petite frames, like the ones I saw. We have for extra large. We have for extra large. So you just have to give us your measurement and you'll have a t-shirt that fits you. Yes, good, sir.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Joseph Okino. I'm just inquiring. I'm seeing your camera gentleman is around. Shall we have a Google link so that we can pick some pictures and we maybe use them also? Thank you.
Thank you very much for that question, because you have reminded me of something very important that I had forgotten to mention. Would you be so kind as to take out your phones, like now? Open the YouTube link that was sent to you. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe. That is number one. We have the YouTube link on our group, don't we all? So if we could do that, I would be very happy. That will increase our visibility. Secondly, Could we follow our social media handles, please? We are on Instagram, we are on Facebook, we are on Twitter or on X, formerly Twitter. Okay. Apparently, you cannot access the YouTube link. It can't open. Is that the case for everyone? Could you type in Franklin Institute in your YouTube search? There will be a live link. It shall be streaming. Just subscribe and give it a thumbs up. If you could follow our other social media pages, we have a constant flow of pictures and content coming to those pages. So you had asked about a Google link. You can access those pictures on our social media pages. But in addition, we have a website. Did we all know that we had a website? A Franklin website. Please check it out. We have many pictures and many pictures of you as of today. We shall have some more pictures of you. You can access those. About the Google link, I will ask our media people to see what they can do about that. I hope that's satisfactory. Thank you. Okay, is Shalon ready?
We always, when our session is done, we do the selection of all the photos. If you think you're not appearing in a photo, put up your hand so that the gentleman with the camera takes a shot of you. We're going to have a we collect link to your WhatsApp group. Are we all there in the WhatsApp group? See? Make sure you don't leave without joining the WhatsApp group. Kindly. Tim and Leah, we have a brother there. They're also putting on the red cap. Kindly go to him before you leave to be enrolled into this year's group. The link shall be shared. So as we are closing this, members, one would like to thank you so much for giving us your time. Would like to thank you for the attention you've given us throughout these 3-4 hours. We're going to have a group photo. We're going to have our tea and we will depart. Since it's already 12, we'll need to do this as soon as possible. These questions and responses shall be given to us, and anything that comes up, please throw it into the group. One of us will pick it and we'll be able to give you the answers. I may not be at liberty to take any more questions unless it is just a contribution. My sister, putting up your hand. Yes, please. Okay, Ara, you, my brother from KCCA, please share with her your contact. You see, anyone who wants another person? Okay, without taking much time, allow us, American Center team, can we organize this for a group photo and then we, or anything, please, before we do that?
Just to say that this is the first of many sessions. If we have not responded to your question, as I'm sure we haven't, to 2 urgent questions, we shall respond to the question. We are pressed for time, unfortunately, and we would like to take the picture. And again, from me, I would like to thank you very, very much for being part of this. If you have not registered, could you please register? There was a tablet going round. Anyone that hasn't registered on the tablet, there was a tablet going around for registration. Could you put your hand up so that the tablet gets to you? We can also access the tablet at the reception desk over there after the session. We have a survey going around that we would like you to fill. Would you be so kind? It is in the group. Please fill it out. Otherwise, we are looking forward to seeing you online in your weekly sessions and next month for our physical and monthly session. Shall we give ourselves a PML clap for being such wonderful people? Thank you.
We'll take the picture from the front. You stand up. Come, we're going to just push all these chairs to the back side. Since we are quite a number, we want the branding. And then we move.
And I promised you breakfast severally. The breakfast is at that table in front of us, to your right and to my left. The geography of this place, when you get out, before you get to the elevator, there's a door to your right. You will see the ladies and the gents over there if you need them. Yes. Okay, shall we move to the front and take this picture? When you get out of the seat, take the liberty to push it back, please.
As we try to push this, members, let us do it chop chop. Yeah, we roll it. Jack, come and give me a hand here, my brother. Yeah. Breakfast will be served, but we will take it from outside. So we'll just grab something and then we'll move outside so that cleaning starts immediately. Whoever needs the link, you can take down this number. You text him, he's called Timothy. Timothy is on 0704 0704 284847. 0704 284847. Can we have this chap? Can we have this photo? The short ones will be standing behind, the tall ones seated. Can we have this wider? Can we just have it wider, please? Wider, like as wide as possible. Yes. Let's not curve for now. Let's not curve. Let the curving be for those standing. Seated, sit straight.
No, they have more rights than that. They know how they.
Can you try checking this shot?
I can end online.
I would request you to have a seat here. You've been the present and facilitator. Kindly appear in that photo. Penny as well, I'll be on the sides. Penny, I would love to see you somewhere. Penny, I would love to see you somewhere. We'll have whoever wants to take a photo after here, we'll do it from outside. Kamba, can you try to look at the camera person? The only camera is one camera, others are phones. I thought I would hide this side. All right. Can Kamba, you're blocking. Are you able to see us?